My first date of 2024 happened this week. The plan was for us to meet and go to this place. It's called Fair Play, and you like book and you have a time slot and you play like all of these kind of fair games, I guess. I like that kind of stuff. I think it's fun. It's great for a first date as well because it's kind of takes the pressure off, takes the nerves away, and it's just something easy because you've got something to focus on other than each other. We met at the train station. So I went and met him at Canary Wharf, and then he was waiting for me, and then we met and we walked to this place together. Straight away, we were kind of just doing this banter thing, and I've noticed that when I date people, they tend to bring either one of two sides out of me. So one is this kind of like banter thing where we're just constantly trying to dig at each other. But the problem is that I find like once you start in that, it's really difficult to get out of it and to have deep and meaningful conversations, although it can be really good fun as well. Before we started playing the games, we had a little drink. He did make a joke. He was like, oh, you know, just kind of being silly and being like, oh, this is why I'm talking about divorcing you, because you never organise anything. And I was like, ha, ha, ha. So I knew I should have married your sister. And then I was like, my sister's dead. I mean, I'm going to be honest, my sister is actually dead. But I have like a really wicked sense of humour, and my sister died 12 years ago and my mum died a long time ago. And you know, when people would make like your mum jokes to me or stuff online, I'd be like, cool, but my mum's dead. So I've always I've used it as like humour. And he was like, Anyway, the date carried on. We had a drink before we started playing the games. It was all fine. We had like a nice little chat, but still this kind of banter carried on. I'm 5'9", this guy's like 6'4". So a lot of the games he had a height advantage, whatever. He won the majority of the games, okay? That's fine. But for the whole hour and a half plus that we were playing the games, that's all he spoke about. And I was kind of like, at first it was funny, but then I was like, this is not, I don't know what to say anymore. I don't know how to react anymore because you've done it so much now that it's not that funny. And I was just like, After the game bit was over, we went and had another drink, and we did have some, you know, decent conversation about, you know, history, past, like all of that kind of stuff. Not for very long. And then we both headed home and went our separate ways. I'm gonna be honest, like when I left that date, I didn't feel anything, that sounds harsh, but I just didn't really know if I like fancied him or not. I didn't really know if there was anything there or not for me. Obviously I can't speak for somebody else. We carried on talking the next day. I did make another joke. I re-brought up the joke about my sister's death because that day was the anniversary of her death. And yeah, I don't think he took that particularly well. And then he did message me to ask how my day went, and we had a couple of messages that day, and then we just haven't spoken since. So yeah, that was my first dating experience of 2024, and I'm happy to just leave it there. I'm glad that I went. I'm glad that I was like, do you know what? I'm gonna go and I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna just see how it goes and just let go of expectation. And if it doesn't work out, and if we're not into each other, it doesn't matter. There's no big explanation. It's just not meant to be, and I'm absolutely fine with that.
You can just tell there's two very different types of people. I suppose when you're a person who's gone through like the grief of that, you're allowed to make those sort of jokes because it's happened to you. But when you're someone else who doesn't have the experience and that person making a joke to you, you just don't know what to say. And he probably clearly felt uncomfortable as well. Like he's probably thinking like, I don't know what to say to you. That's fine. Like I guess everyone has different sides of humour and jokes. But that is very awkward. Yeah, I like how relaxed she is. I think nowadays a lot of people just think like when you go on a date, you're meant to be. And it's not. You're allowed to date different people. Same for the other guy. He might have been like, okay, well, I like her humour, but I don't like the way she's so deep in life. Like she likes to talk about serious things, and I want someone who's like more easygoing. And she's probably the opposite of that. Clearly, like she wants someone who can be quite deep conversation and also give her the banter side and also bring out her sweet side. But I just like, I like how she's just been honest. You know, she's admitted she made a few jokes and might make someone uncomfortable. But he's also done stuff that she doesn't like in a guy. I like her. I think she's very honest and truthful. I love her. I really like her honesty. It's so mature. Like you can tell she's had some good growth. She's even admitted that she got attached to people quite easily. I like her. I think it's very good advice, Whoever you invest your energy in, you're going to get it out of. I like her. I think she's very truthful.